Yellow Productions presents the 10 best things to do on Balboa Island in Newport Beach. I'm Chris, this is Topher, and I'm joined by my good friend Jeff Graham, and Jeff's got a YouTube channel too. Jeff, tell us about it.
It's called Photowalks. I want to bring your photos to life and light up your Instagram, as opposed to Chris, who wants to tell you all the great places to see and do and eat.
Absolutely. So Jeff's going to join us, telling us things to do. When you're done with this video, watch the photo walk that we did together to see some photo tips and best places to take pictures on Balboa Island.
Can't wait for those Balboa bars.
The first best thing to do when you come to Balboa Island is to walk around the island. And Jeff and I were walking around the island. And Jeff, you were just here walking yesterday, right?
A lot of flags. A lot of American flags, very patriotic, a lot of school flags, UCLA and USC, and beautiful homes that I'm told sell from $2 to $7 million.
Absolutely. This is like when you walk around Balboa Island, it feels like living the good life. The streets are named after gemstones, and these beach cottages, they're like these whimsical beach cottages that sell for millions of dollars.
I'd love to have one.
Yeah, I bet you would. I would too. Yeah. And it's also like, you don't just get a beach cottage, but many of them have like private docks in front of the houses too.
Right, and beaches which are some private, some not private, I think.
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's also interesting about Balboa Island is it's one of the densest places in the US actually. There's 3,000 residents that live on this island in just 0.2 square miles, which is actually more dense than San Francisco.
In a small period. And by the way, this seems really popular. Right over there.
Yeah.
SUP.
Yeah, stand-up paddleboarding. Here, we'll take a look at this guy. So this is it. This is living the good life. So come and walk around and just explore Balboa Island. 2.7 miles around, about an hour if you walked around the whole thing. Totally worth it. One of my favorite walks in Orange County.
Well, Chris, I think the number 2 tip should be after you're walking on the beach, you want to come to great historic Marine Avenue, really nice Main Street Americana, good mom and pop stores. It's a lot of fun even if you don't buy anything, and you can get a lot of really fun things to eat as well.
Absolutely, and we're going to get to those things to eat in number 4, so stay tuned for that. But when you come into the island, if you're driving in, you'll drive in on Marine Avenue. This is where the bridge comes in, so you'll drive through it. Parking can be tough, but make sure you walk back through here.
So yeah, Chris, what's really interesting here is you don't see McDonald's and Taco Bell and El Pollo Loco. Chain stores are almost non-existent with the exception of 2. 2,
right. Starbucks coffee for all you Starbucks lover after there, and Fresh Produce, a little clothing store that's on here as well. What souvenirs should you bring back from Balboa Island? Well, some signs that talk about the beach, like gone to the beach, mermaid, welcome to the beach. Everything here is about living on the beach or on a boat. The third thing to do on Balboa Island is to visit the Balboa Island Museum. This is on Marine Avenue, just right where the bridge comes in. It's open Wednesday to Sunday, 10 to 4. It's built in a 1945 historic cottage. They've got lots of pictures of the history of this island. But when we got here, it's after 4, so it's closed. What are we gonna do?
Go online. They have a whole collection online.
Totally. If you're interested, find the link in the description. You can check them out online and learn all about the history of this island. You know, it's interesting, in 1919, the mayor of Newport Beach, when Balboa Island was annexed to it, said this place is a total dump. Well, it would not be a dump today, because actually this island, it's man-made, and it used to be a swamp. Can you believe this used to be a swamp, Jeff?
Hard to believe. Yeah, if only it was still a swamp, we could buy a few nice little plots.
We could. If only we could go back in time in our Back to the Future DeLorean or something.
Right.
You know. All right.
Yeah, I'd love to have a swamp by the sea, wouldn't you?
I would, yes. Parking on Balboa Island can be quite a challenge, but if you have a golf cart, they actually have special parking spaces just for golf carts.
Yeah.
The fourth thing to do when you come to Balboa Island is to eat the local desserts. And we are at Dad's Donuts, and they're famous for the Balboa bar and the frozen banana. I've got a Balboa bar topped, well, there's ice cream in the middle, topped with sprinkles and almonds. Jeff, what did you get there?
Everything.
Everything!
Almonds, nuts, sprinkles, you name it, and it is fabulous.
Yeah. There's a great debate. There's like 4 different places that sell Balboa bars and frozen donuts on Marine Avenue, their main street here, and a great debate as to which one's the best. We asked some of the locals, and quintessentially they said this one, right?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
So,
well, you can't go wrong anywhere, really.
No, you can't go wrong. And so, Jeff, what do you think about that? How's it taste?
Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to quit talking.
He's going to quit talking, he's going to eat. And so I wonder, what's better, the frozen banana or the Balboa bar? That's why I got both. Banana or Balboa bar?
I would take ice cream any day.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Balboa bar, it's pretty good. Now, it's a nice smooth ice cream, chocolate, though you can't eat it too much without a little thing, because it gets messy. Make sure you get one and decide for yourself. And if you really want to do it, you can try all 4 of them if you really love ice cream. All 4 places that sell it. If you're looking for an alcoholic drink on Balboa Island at a bar, well, there's only one. It's the Village Inn. It's on the other end of Marine Avenue, right over here by the Newport Beach fire station. They also have live music at night.
So number 6, Chris, fishing is always fun. There's a lot of places do it. I think there's 5 public docks.
There are 5 public docks, 4 on the main island and 1 on the little island.
And a great place to buy your tackle. We're sitting right in front of it, JD's.
JD's Big Game and Tackle. It's right next to the Balboa Island ferry. So bring your fishing rods, but buy your tackle right here and fish.
And you could probably rent some here too as well.
You probably could, and you can fish for free. There's actually somebody with a fishing rod right there on that skateboard who just passed us by. That was perfect.
Yeah.
You'd think we paid him. The 7th thing to do when you go to Balboa Island is to ride the Balboa Island ferry. This ferry right here, it's the only ferry of its type in Orange County. It is a car and pedestrian ferry. It goes this 800-foot crossing. It's been going since 1919 continuously. 3 cars, a bunch of passengers. A car is $2, a pedestrian is $1. Bikes, motorcycles, a little bit there in the middle. Kids get a 50-cent discount. But this is the quintessential thing you have to do when you visit Balboa Island. And actually, we just rode it. Jeff, what'd you think about the ride?
The best thing about the ride, Chris, besides it being fun, is there's a Welcome to Balboa sign at both edges. And when you arrive, that is a must-have photo.
That is a great picture. And that sign, if we just look right over here, what he's talking about, that's that sign, Welcome to Balboa. And the slightly confusing thing about this all is this is the Balboa Peninsula, and then that over there is Balboa Island. You can see that crossing right down there.
So number 8, of course, is go on the historic Ferris wheel, maybe the world's largest.
Might be the world's longest.
Yeah, but it's one of the world's funnest.
It is, and it has some amazing views from this Ferris wheel.
You got Zoltar here, who of course is dressed in yellow. The giant Ferris wheel. You can jump up and down on some of the rides, play video games, and eat lots of fried food.
And apparently Zoltar, he's talking in the back. He really wanted to be in this video. We were ignoring him. He felt ignored. And the funny thing about this Ferris wheel right here is it has a sign that says it's the world's longest Ferris wheel ride.
Could be.
It says could be right on top. So that's
fantastic views, beautiful sunsets. Yes, for sure.
So when you've ridden the ferry, while this technically isn't on Balboa Island, you're gonna ride that ferry. So check this out at the end of your ferry ride. About 3 more blocks that way, it's the ocean. The 9th best thing to do when you come to Balboa Island are the seasonal activities. In particular, at Christmas time, the houses here, they go all out. And one of my favorites at Christmas time, it's the Berry House.
Anytime, Chris.
Anytime.
Look at all these bears. 4,200 bears.
That is an impressive amount of bears.
4,257 bears, but only 1,300 of them come out at Christmas time.
That's right. So if you want to see the Christmas bears, you have to come at Christmas. And if you're wondering to yourself, where are those 4,000 bears? That house doesn't look that big. Well, they are all over the house in every single room. As we were shooting this video, the owner was kind enough to say, hey, do you want to see what the bears look like inside? And each room has a theme. For example, the kitchen, all of the bears are chef bears. And in addition to the houses, there's the Christmas boat parade that you can check out. Or if you come here in the summer, then you can enjoy a beach and have your own private beach.
Yeah, but you know, Chris, it's summer every day here.
It is summer every day here. Southern California, living the summertime life.
Yeah, so anytime's a good time to visit. It's a great afternoon, right?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed Jeff and you want to see more Jeff's photo walks, find the link in the description below to the video we did together or to check out his channel. Jeff, I had a really great time walking with you today.
It was very tasty and very fun and informative.
All right. Well, we won't say goodbye because we'll see you in the next video.